Okay, okay, we're coming in. We're coming in. Here we go. Hang on, it's showing up. Hi,
Hi.
how are you doing? Are you ready?
Good.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
ready.
Okay, me too. Welcome. I like the emailing back and forth this morning. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you sooner. I was in a tizzy this morning at the bank, and so I had to get back. So I apologize.
We were like, what's happening? What now? Okay.
Right, exactly.
A year early? Yes.
Yes. So with that being said, let me kind of tell you, obviously we have 30 minutes. I'm going to like pack this thing as full as we possibly can. Oh, wow. Okay. Here's a presence. So it's just going to be me. I'm going to have this pen. I'm going to have this notepad. This is a newer notepad. Otherwise it'd be full of more scribbles, but all I literally do is scribble the entire time. So I get anxiety when I channel. And so I just like choose random pages and destroy trees with pen. But another thing is you'll see me kind of like look around because this is what I do too. Another thing that happens with this is people always ask, how do you get messages? How does this work? So I will get signs and symbols. I'll get feelings and emotions. They're here right now. I will get to where they put me in situations to try to make me relive it, feel it, see it, or experience it. And then the last way, which is my favorite, is that I will get words and phrases that just kind of show up in my head. And I got to tell you what they are. So let me hit record. We're already recording. I'm going to send you the recording tomorrow afternoon. Normally I would send it to you in the morning, but I have to go get shots in my back in the morning at 7 a.m. And so I'm not going to be able to do that. So it'll be like around probably 12 or 1. Okay. There's somebody here. Oh, you grew. Oh, okay. We grew. Hang on. We just went from like here to like here very, very quickly. And so now I'm asking, who is this? What is this? Where is a lady here too? There is, going for him though. Now I'm just letting everybody in. We got it. I got it. Wait, what do you mean by we got it? I got it. Hang on. This person is very excited. Like in my head, they're going like, oh, like that type of excitement. And so I'm like, all right, can we calm down? Like, let's get into this. Like, can you just drive? Hang on. Hang on. Just squeaked, said, I'm so excited, and like ran away. And I'm like, hold on, come back over here. I'm trying to ask them. So when I'm quiet, I'm asking them a million questions. I'm like, who is this? How old are you? What do you do? Why are we so freaking excited? Hang on. Where? It's everywhere. This is what happens. So I'm trying, it's like trying to calm down a basketball that's electrified. That's what it's like. And so it's like they come up and they hug you. They come up and they hug you. They come up and they get in the middle. They come up and they're okay with like being dead, but I don't feel like they think that they're dead yet. I feel like they think that they're just light, which I mean, they are. That's what you are. Hang on. I want to ask questions. There is a warmth when they give, there's like a really big warmth when they give you a hug, Lisha, for some reason, like all about it, like nuzzling in and everything. Hang on. So excited to see them. Hang on. This person feels like you'd almost like hear their voice randomly, like just out of nowhere. You'd like re-hear their voice. Like that's how intense they are. Hang on. They're talking about I didn't mean to go, but I had to go. So now I'm trying to figure out what cryptic message is that. What are you talking about? Hang on. It's the hardest moment of your life. Was this like Lucas person in and out of the hospital a lot? Like back and forth? Okay. They keep comparing themselves. I'm not saying they had childhood cancer, but I had cancer when I was 5. And they keep talking about how it's like back and forth, and how exhausting it is, and how it's like, ugh, and it's like, but I'm okay, I'm fine. That's how they feel. They're like, yeah, feels like I've had 19 cups of coffee. Hold on. Stop, calm down. Please, 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 calm down. Shows me a rainbow, shows me, am I exhausting you? Shows me that rainbows are a big thing for this person. I haven't seen rainbows in a long time. They're like this, keep showing me that, like just making them in my vision. And I'm like, all right, we'll talk about it. You, Devin, are very, 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 very caring. Is this like a child for y'all? I mean, is this like y'all's child? Is this like a nephew type of thing?
It's his child.
Lucas's
That's why he's so with him. Well, he comes up and he nuzzles you, Lisha. He loves you. He thinks you are the berries. He goes up and he like puts his little head right here, and I can feel him like hug you, and I can feel your curly, crunchy hair because we do have it, because we put product in it, and it's like you can hear it in my ear, like rubbing on it. So yeah, so they like love you. They don't have to tell him you're sorry anymore, Devin. You don't have to tell him you're sorry anymore. Okay? You don't have to tell him you're sorry. He's okay. I'm gonna cry. That's you, that's him. That's not, and maybe me, maybe y'all. He's the best. That's my dad. He's the best. He got so excited. He's like, I'm trying to work through this. He says, and he loves me. Hang on. God, he's like talking about, we must have like name. I don't even know. Did you like, he's talking about naming foundations after him, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's smaller than that. Like, we're not naming like the Lucas Foundation, but there's something about that. There's something about, as he keeps showing me, there's something about like, and then he does this like in honor of him, like, oh, this, you like set an intention every day. Like you're like a Muslim to prayer, as a, like, you're acknowledging him every day that he still exists. Like, that's how intense you are. He's with me every day, so you definitely carry something with his every day. That's a whole thing. He says that. Wait, do you have like his picture on your desk and you talk to him all the time?
He's all over our house.
Everywhere. Okay. He keeps showing me how you're like, okay, I guess he's putting into my point. He's talking about this, and he has a picture, and he's talking like how you're like da, 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 like talking to it. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So he acknowledges that, but he's behind you. So when you're talking to him, he's here. So talk to him in your head. Okay, because he's around, and I bet you could hear his voice. You can hear like his tones, and that's him. Okay, so when like that comes in and you get that little bit and you're like, wait, was that not me? That's him. Because
I know it's him.
wait, say
I
it
know
again.
it's him. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he is big, bright, and beautiful. Hang on. Buddy. He's talking about something about save you, buddy, or something, buddy. You just want me to put that on him all the time. He's like, he goes up to you, he turns himself into a man, and he puts his hands on your face and he says, Dad, I love you. So that's him acknowledging that he's growing up, or he's growing up with you, and now he's going to protect you. Because remember, he did come in as a child body, right? He did grow with you. He was here to teach you a lesson, and he was here to learn a lesson. But remember that he is an adult soul that was in a baby body, a kid body, okay? And remember now.
I was thinking it was more of a brother.
Really? Yeah. Y'all have had lifetimes together. This is a thing. And here I'm going to figure out what happened. I want to know why. I want to know who, what, where, how. So just hang out with me for a second. Okay. Alicia, did you not know him when he was alive? Okay. He comes.
I talk to him all the time, though. He talks to me.
Yes,
which is why I needed you, because I'm like, I cannot tell him what you're saying because he won't believe me. But I needed you.
I know. Well, that's why we're here. He comes up to me and he grabs my arm and he looks in my eyes. And you know how kids are like, can I tell you something? You know, that's what he does. And he goes, he's like, I like her. Tell her I like her. She hears me, like that. And that's why I was like, okay, so he's giving you approval. So just FYI,
Thank you.
You're
That's all I
welcome.
asked for. I said, the rest is for dad, but just tell me if I'm crazy or not.
No. Okay, good. So he brought that up. Perfect. So you already, okay, that's how it works.
I asked him that in the kitchen. I'm like, that's all I want to know. And like last week, I was like, we need this to happen now. And then you called today. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Hang on.
This is for Devin for sure.
Yeah, definitely. He talks about, I guess it's the ex-wife. Mom's cool too. Hang on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up, but I know
No,
because
she's
we have other
great.
people.
She is
Huh?
cool. She's
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I said, what do you think? I said, so do you have a mom or you, I mean, obviously everybody does, but what's to the point, right? I said, do you have a mom? Mom's cool too. I'm like, okay, cool. So everybody's very, very neutral. He says that dad cries a lot more though. He said dad gets sad more. She gets sad, but he says dad cries more. He comes around you all the time. He like comes out and puts his hand on your shoulder. He like holds it there. He like tries to resonate with your heart. He like, my gosh, hang on. He goes and he makes you drink. I don't know why. Maybe you got to like that. Uh-huh.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah. He goes and he makes him drink and he says like, I'm here. So it's like calming that. I don't know why. What's up with that? What's going on with that?
Well, I was sober for 8 years until he died. And then that first holiday season that came around after he was gone, I just couldn't handle it. And I started drinking again.
Yeah. Okay. He doesn't want you to. He doesn't want you to. He has you like this. He had you like this. I go, what do you want to talk about? And he puts you like this. And he has like a bottle and you can hear it slosh and you're like, well. And then he's like coming around and he's standing around you and he's like, what are you doing? And you're like you can just tell you are just over it, right? You're over it. And so he's coming up and he's trying to heal your heart. He's trying to make it where you can stop because he is around and he's trying to heal that. I bet you have, orb. I bet that's him. See, I get tongue tied. Come here. It's not good for him. That's what he said. I go, I know. He said, you're trying to quit. Do it. Okay. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why you need to quit? Because he's showing me a timeline right now, or at least drop it down. Is that, hang on. I want you to quit right now because you're going to develop cancer in 15 years if you don't. Okay.
Hear you.
Done. Okay. And then y'all need to be together because y'all need each other.
okay.
Okay. He needs you. And you need her because y'all are the opposites and you marry each other and it's good. And you can pull him out of his bullshit and he can make you happy. And you can make him feel like a man and like he's needed. But you need to calm down and chill because later on he goes down the line and he's talking about he hooks you up to tubes. He does all these different things. And then he makes me see, he makes me see your face and he makes me see it sunken in and no hair, but you still have this. So it's like, I don't know if we like shave it off or we get rid of it and like it's just starting to grow back. So for me, that goes with that along with the feeling. So it's like for the bald part, for me, that means cancer. That's my sign for that. And so then I ask about, well, where is this at? Where is this at? Where would this be? And I almost feel like it would be either like pancreatic or in like intestine area, like upper like duodenum area, like in that
I'm dealing with candidias right now.
What is that?
It's like sugar, yeast.
Overgrowth. Yeah. No, it makes sense. It totally.
And he's not supposed to drink.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to drink. Yeah.
Stop. stop. It's not the fact that it would be, you know, I mean, I used to enjoy like a little glass of wine or like a bottle of wine for like, you know, over 2 days, but it was my favorite thing. But like I had a thing that if I didn't do that, I was going to have kidney failure. And I stopped, and my, like, everything went up at its great, and I stopped, and like cold turkey. And that was what, 2 years ago. And so you can do it. He's trying to do that. He's trying to like save your life because he wants you to be around. He wants you to keep it up. And I know sometimes you get to a depressive state where you don't want to, but like, let it go. You're okay. And we can break habits. We can break, it's a thought, it's an action. It turns to a behavior, then it turns to a habit, then it turns to a lifestyle. So you can gradually bring that back. Okay. Says that, he goes, thank you. I go, okay. He says that I kind of want you to get into biking for some reason. I have no idea why, because you're not a sports person. He just keeps making you do that. I have no idea why. We're just going to leave that there. And it's almost like maybe you just go ride your bike in the park, but you're not a biking person. So y'all could go and do something. You're going to laugh together and everything like that. He says that he shows me a teddy bear. He calls himself a special boy. He shows me, maybe we got a teddy bear and put something in it as a heart and like it says or something like that. I don't know. There's something deeper with this teddy bear, deeper the stuffed animal. It has more and more stuff inside of it. There is that. I want to ask him what happened. He said, I'm going to see if he can explain it to me. Hang on. Come on, baby. Let me bring him back. He's over there with you running around screaming. He is a child still. He's acting like a kid, which is fun, but that's not, being a kid is not bad. Being a kid means you are your inner child, because that's what you are, your light, your love, your everything like that. So that doesn't mean that he's staying. He asks, why won't you get rid of this? And then he says, because she likes it. And then he says that, where are you going? What are you talking about? Play with a what? He's playing with an animal. So now I'm trying to ask him, why did he bring an animal out in my head? He says that, do y'all have a cat right now?
Upstairs, just right. Okay.
Tell me.
Right. I was making this tea and I said, Lucas, just tell me about the cat. Cause it's my daughter's cat. I was like, tell me about the cat. So anyway.
Shut the front door. I literally
just pet the cat. And I was like, Lucas, tell me about the cat.
Shut the front door.
That's it. But he has cats too.
He does. Okay.
He have cats.
Okay. I go, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because I told you he's running around screaming in a good way, like, like I'm just so excited, you know? And he's running around. I go, what are you doing? And he's like on this wood floor in my head for some reason. And he's going and he's doing like this, which is my symbol for cat, because it's from head to back to tail, you know, going all the way up. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm playing with a cat. And I'm like, oh, okay. I had, hold on. It's almost like you make the cat stay in this room or stay in this particular area. Like you don't want it to come down or something. I don't know. He's talking about how they don't like the cat everywhere. They don't like it. Like it's really, really sweet, but like, I like it. Why don't they like it? Like he's just making comments about it. He says that that's weird. He like puts these big like brown leather cuffs, like a bracelet on dad. I have no idea why. I don't, maybe we have a bracelet in honor of him, but like brown leather doesn't make any sense to me unless like we're going to be a Viking, right? Or a gladiator. Maybe he's talking about a warrior. I don't know. He's talking about how, hold on. He's singing for me. What are you singing? Hang on. He goes like this. He goes, poof, 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 poof. And I'm like, all right, what are you doing? When is he 14?
He should be 15.
15. Cool. Okay. Cool. Hold on. I ask him, I go, because he's a little kid in my head. He's like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 in my head, maybe 9 or 10. And I ask him, I go, how old are you? What do you feel? And he shows me being like the beginnings of high school. So for me, that's like 14, 15 year, like sophomore year. And he says he's doing it. He puts a backpack on him and he's like turning around and walking away. I still want to know what happened to him. And so I'm going to see if he can take me back there. But I honestly, sometimes like in this situation, I don't want to traumatize him. And whoa, he says, well, and I'll show you. That's what he says. You held him. He was holding him. He held me. Somebody held me. Like we're rocking or crying, like all this stuff. He's talking about how was there a point in this hospital thing that they had to separate him from all of y'all and he didn't like that? Did they like have to keep him separate from people for a while or something?
No, a lot of the times I was working and I would send my ex-wife down with him to handle the trips that he would have to go on because there were many.
He's just talking about, he talks about you. I said, where's your dad? Where's all this? He was like, oh, I had to go and do this alone. Or like, I was separate from all of them. Like, this is that thing. And he's talking about how it almost feels like he has like a lot of steroids in him or something. He's making himself get bloated. Like he's making his little face swell up for some reason or something. He's like trying to show me did he like get infusions or something?
No.
What was happening? What is that? Why is he like making him bloated? Because he's doing the opposite. He had cancer. Like that's not a thing. What happened with him?
He was born with an incredibly rare condition that affected him his whole life. He had about 25 or 30 surgeries and then eventually ended up with brain cancer. But
his
he was
face had a
covered.
mole.
He was covered with mole. He had 80. His skin was covered
Puffy.
with 85. So like he had a big birthmark like down the one side of his face and a big nodule on his forehead.
That's a mole on the picture.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, I'm like, maybe he painted his face somewhere. I mean, from a rare condition, I'm like, I don't know.
No,
Okay.
since the moment he was here, he was signed up for a long haul.
Yeah, he was. Okay, yeah, he keeps talking about his face, keeps talking about how his head feels like it's swelling or his face feels like it's swelling. So that must be from like the pressure of the brain cancer stuff going on.
Well, yeah, a year before he died, he ended up with his first malignant brain tumor, and he just rocked that surgery. We were home in 5 days after it was crazy. And then we rocked the whole next year and it came back and it took him. But when he woke up from that surgery, I mean, he had stitches from here to here and they had to open him up pretty good.
Oh my God, so no
He was
wonder.
pretty swollen.
Yeah, well, I know. No, I've had brain surgery. I know. I had it in the back. They removed a baseball-sized part of my skull to put my brain back up. And that's why I'm saying 5 days. Like I was in there for 2.5 weeks. So I know that is amazing. So that's why he brought up that he had my child. Remember in the beginning, he's showing me my childhood cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he keeps showing me. Here, I'll show you what he kept showing me over and over again. Wait, where is it at? Hold on, let me turn off my music real quick. He kept showing me this picture of me over and over and over again.
Aww.
Yeah, he kept showing me that. Over and over and over again without hair. And I was like, why are you showing my childhood cancer picture? Oh my God. I'm free. I'm free. I'm free. I'm free. That's what he says. He's so excited. He's so excited. So pretty much, Dad, I need you to raise your vibration. And I know Lisha is here to do it for you and to help you do it. Okay, so what do you mean by raising your vibration? Okay, because you will be able to feel him. You will be able to have a better relationship with him. You'll be able to feel yourself better. You'll be able to be happier. You will be able to just feel more free and understand, because he's in a higher vibration. He's in what I like to call like the heaven realm fully, because he's just like a firework. Like that's what he is. And so with you, when you get sad or when you're in like this lower vibe, which is like depression, anxiety, melancholy, meh, that'd be my best thing. It's hard for him to get to you. And so what he's trying to do constantly is trying to lift you up. So it's like, Dad, come on, Dad, come on, Dad, come on. And so you feel it. And it's that feeling of you going, well, I should do something fun today. Or, oh, maybe I should smile at this. Or, oh, that's nice. and then you keep going. And so that's them trying to make you happy over and over and over again. So acknowledge it. They get really frustrated when you don't. And then just, man, hang on. I want to go over here and ask him one other question before. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. He's trying to show me symbols. Let me put my music back on. And I want to ask him why is he showing me those. He just said, hey, mom. So can you please let your ex-wife know he said hi? He said hi. And then he left. Perfect. Yeah. He goes, okay, cool. I don't want to, you know, I have an ex-husband, you know, the whole thing with the new spouse. I wonder, have you ever felt somebody like, or Lisha, or you, have you ever felt somebody like sit on your bed? Like, or just like lightly sit on your bed? It's weird. He's like going up and he's talking about how, I don't know if y'all have a low profile bed or something like that, like it's lower to the ground. And he's talking about how he goes up and he like sits on the edge of it and it's cozy and it's like, boop, and he's a part of it. He's just there with y'all. He's talking about how, I'm guessing, Lisha, you're like always, either always have your pen or like you're always writing, you're always thinking, like you're always like deep in thought about something at work. I don't know, you kind of feel like a writer to me. I know you're probably not, or maybe you do, but like that he's talking about watching you while you're like trying to do tasks. You're like, and he's like here staring at you in a good way. Never let go. He just put never let go, Jack. He's talking, oh, that's so weird, from the Titanic. So he's telling you to never let go. Hold on. I want to ask him some specifics. Like, what do y'all have? He's taught, okay. He keeps showing me video games. He keeps talking about knowing how to skateboard. He keeps talking about how, he like does like a jump kick flip for some reason. He's like, I can do this. Obviously he couldn't do that very much whenever he was alive or anything like that. He's talking about how they don't see me much. He's like upset about, okay, so does he have two other little kids, two other siblings?
One.
Okay. So he was the one of the two. Okay. Keep showing me two. He says, I try to talk to, it's a girl. Okay. He says, I try to talk to her. He says, but she doesn't hear me much. And I go, okay. He says, he's like sitting on the edge of his bed. He's in bedrooms right now. It's good because that's where it's calm. And he's like, he's a kid again. And he's like wiggling his feet like this. And he's like, she didn't listen to me though so much. So, you know, like that's how he is. Hold on. Oh no, he goes and he his little hand. You were there when he passed, Dad?
I was.
He was like making me grab this. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Ooh, hang on. Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. He's just like leaving. He said it was kind of hard. So we're like laboring our breathing. He's talking about it was kind of hard for the transition, but he was okay because people were here to be with him and he knows that. So he says, Dad, I'm fine. I'm coming home with you. He came home with you. He's like been with you. He's like been with you at the funeral. He's like been with you. Like rubs your back. I don't want him to know that I'm lost. I just want him to know that I'm not lost. You know? I don't want to see him sad. That's what he sounds like. Y'all aren't married yet? Mm-mm. He goes, just get married to her. Go on. That's what he just said. This is straight up. Papa's like, what do you think about his wife? He's like, oh, so just get married to her. Go on. Stop making excuses. I was like, okay, if I'll yell at them about that too. He says, I'll be the reindeer. He says, I kind of just want y'all to like elope and like go and have like a wedding in Florida on a beach or like California on a beach for like 2 seconds. I have no idea why. Like
That
that's just
sounds great. That's
Yeah.
right up our alley.
that's what I want for y'all. He's talking about just eloping and like having like 15 people here and like you sitting on like this beach in this cute little dress and just like, oh, I love you, boom, that. And he's talking about sitting there and being like he's totally there for it. So yeah, so if you can, he's talking about don't shut her out. So make sure you don't shut your spouse out. Okay. Make sure you don't, Devin, don't do it. You know, Devin, he keeps trying to get you closer to Lisha. He keeps trying to get you closer to her, closer. I know you're good, but I want you to go all the ways. Don't be afraid about being hurt. She's there. She loves you. She's with it. She's in it to win it. He's there for you too. Y'all are like a little love sandwich, and you happen to be that little piece of tomato in between. Okay, so embrace being the tomato. Okay, Devin, embrace being, and they will be the bread. So as of right now, do y'all have any questions for me at all?
I'm not sure.
I know those are waves. Those are all waves.
There were three things, I was thinking of before this all started was, did he feel like his purpose was served?
Mhm.
And that's my main, most important thing to me.
Well,
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like his purpose is more now.
Yeah.
His purpose to make sure that you're okay now. His purpose is that's why he comes through and he gives you such intense messages like, stop doing this, do this. I'm trying to make you happy. I'm trying to get you in line with who you are. I'm trying to bring you up. So now that's his purpose, is to guide you, almost like in a brother type of father figure, but he still is your son, right? Because technically that's where that came from. And so he did, but now he has more of a purpose now, because now he gets to push you and make you listen to him, and you need to. Okay.
Yeah,
So for right now, I want y'all to do a couple of things. If you need me again, please email me. I'll send you a coupon, stuff like that, whatever, because I love this. Or if you want to talk to anybody else, just let me know. Okay. The next thing
I already need to.
Okay. Well, email me first.
I'll email you. I'll
I know.
email you.
Yeah,
You'll hear
email
from
me.
me.
When you booked, my prices went up. So whenever you booked, I'll just make them down to the same before. I'll just email you, just because I'm going 14 months out. Like I have to
Yeah.
be,
It was amazing that we got in. I appreciate it.
yeah, anytime. So I'll do that, but email me first, because I have to create it that day, and then y'all have to like use it on your profile. Okay. Because it doesn't go anywhere. Now, another thing too is that with him, whenever we get off the phone, I want y'all to take a deep breath and just relax for a second. And if you can have an ugly cry later on, please do it. So okay. The next thing I want you to do is tonight too, before you go to bed, if y'all can light a candle for him, if y'all can talk to him, if he likes, somebody listens to like new age hippie music or something like that. I don't understand it. Like he's all into this. He's like dancing to it. And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, I think this may be Lisha. I don't know. I'm here for it. Yeah. And so tonight, if you can just light a candle, tell him you love him. Okay. And then if you need me, just email me. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll send you the recording tomorrow when I get back from my shots. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I
you.
love you guys. Your baby is just fine. And yeah, let me know if you need me. Okay.
You bet. Thank you.
Bye, y'all. See you later.